Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to D. Nicole Speaks, where I give my feedback and commentary to the latest news and entertainment from a positive point of view. If this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you can get those notifications, and let's get it cracking. Alright guys, so I am back with another video, and this video is the commentary to the video that I posted yesterday, which included Dymond Flawless pulling up to King Sid, who is her ex's home where his friends were, and his current new girlfriend was also there with him. So if you haven't watched that video, go ahead and watch it. It's the video I posted yesterday, the only video I posted yesterday, so you will see it. All right, so let's get into it now. A few things that I want to discuss here, because honestly, things could have went totally left, and also I feel like some things could have been handled a little differently. But let's start off with Dymond Flawless, and we know, I'm pretty sure everyone has known and seen that her behavior has been a little bit on, not even just a little bit, it's been on the outrageous side lately. It started from, her being on live, and she was actually on her menstrual cycle, and she was bleeding on her sheets, and just the way that she reacted to it, or like she didn't care, she just pretty much covered it up with something else and continued the video. I mean, the behavior was a little different. So it's the behavior of someone who is on drugs, or someone who has some mental issues. And this is not to pick on her or anything like that, because mental health is very important. And I think amongst Black people, it's often, taken for granted, because people feel that having mental health issues is an embarrassment. But what's most embarrassing, or the bad part about it, is when you let it go and you don't address it, and then it turns into something else, like like suicide, or people self-harming or harming other people, or it just spirals out of control to no return. So it's nothing to be embarrassed about. So I do want to bring up a few things, and I think that people around Dymond should be helping her. And it starts at the home. I understand, yes, she's grown, but at the same time, you still have some 18, 19, 20-year-olds who may be grown according to what the government says age, but mentally they're not there. So obviously she needs some type of guidance, either from her parents, maybe some type of counseling or something. But when you have one parent, it looks like the mother, in a video that I watched, she wasn't really with the drama or anything like that, but it seems like the father is rallying behind Dymond and kind of like believing her lies, or kind of like just pushing it to the side, because I'm pretty sure he's seen, he saw the video of Dymond being on King Sid's property, and then she lied and said that she never stepped foot on his property. So we'll get into that as well. So there has to be some type of some line drawn. One, she was wrong for pulling up to his home. Once you step foot on someone's property, I think people don't understand the seriousness of that. Like, at that point, that person has every right to do anything in their nature or power to defend themselves and defend their home. So, when you pull up and you get out the car and you act a fool, she really wasn't like trying to harm him, but she was in his space, his arm reaching space, which is his personal space. So, it could have went totally left. We just have to be honest, and I understand she may be hurt. There's some things that she says, I'm going to say allegedly, happened to her. She claims that she was raped by King Sid, and when she says rape, she means she was very unconscious, and she didn't know that he was sexually, having sexual relations with her until she woke up and, he told her what happened. So honestly, I have to say allegedly, because we really don't know. and I'm not sure if that's what they went to court for and it was thrown out, but we really don't know. And then at the same time, things are thrown out of court. People get off because there's not enough evidence. It could be anything, but there's definitely something affecting her. Now, it could be drugs. It could be pills that she was taking. I did hear in the video, we heard also yesterday in that video I posted where she talked about going through anxiety issues and depression. So that as well. And I feel like even as a young person, like, the parents have to teach children that is very rare, and it does happen, but it's still very rare. Or you should teach your child that you're going to be heartbroken. Teach your children about heartbreak. Teach them about recuperating and moving on, because it will send them into a depression. I don't think parents equip their children enough in that area of life. You have a few areas. You have the area of finances and managing money, and then you also have like mental health. People don't really talk about it, so you have to talk about those things to your children, because when they decide to move out, get their first apartment or home, whatever it is they try to do, you know what I'm saying, they pretty much are on their own. So when they go through that heartbreak, it sends them, because they've never experienced anything like that. But Dymond Flawless definitely shouldn't have pulled up to King Sid's house. And she pulled up to his house with her little brother in the car. Now, I think she pulled up with her little brother as protection, and that's not a good thing. Her parents shouldn't even have allowed that. And now that they see that that has happened, I definitely wouldn't allow my child to be going anywhere with her, especially with that type of behavior, because he could have got harmed in the process as well. Now, one thing I do commend King Sid on is escorting the brother to the car. What I don't agree on is him egging on, them destroying the car while the brother was sitting inside of the car. You could even hear one of his friends, I think that's so Nate, mention, hey, y'all chill out because her brother is in the car. So, there was some concern there, but then again, he still egged it on, and, his girlfriend got the barbecue sauce and, all kind of stuff. But then again, how could they feel like they should respect her brother if she's the one that brought him to the drama? So she got on top of her own car and went to screaming and doing all this stuff. So that behavior, definitely, she's either upset, that something could have transpired or happened while they were together. She's hurt because she's not getting justice. She's hurt because he's moved on. There could be a number of things, but the sole denominator in this situation is that, yes, she was wrong for pulling up to his house. There's a way to handle everything. So if you feel like, you're not getting the justice that you need, and I encourage every woman, like, if you feel like you have been sexually assaulted, or you feel like someone has done something wrong to you, definitely speak up. And I would say continue to speak up, regardless of how anybody feels about the situation. If you 100% know and feel like someone has done you wrong, raped you or sexually assaulted you, whatever it is, speak up. Take it to court. If it don't work, hey, try to get a lawyer or whatever to push through. I know people do things in retaliation, or, they do it up when they're upset, they're lying or something, but it's not our place to say whether or not Dymond Flawless is lying about this situation. Only thing I can do is really pray for her and hope that if it's true, she seeks justice and gets the justice that she deserves. And, if it is true that King Sid is held accountable. And I'm going to say it again, just because someone has a case thrown out in court, it doesn't mean that, they're innocent. Things happen. You see a lot of innocent people get off on things that they really, you see a lot of guilty people, get off on things that they did. So, with her father getting into the situation and kind of like egging it on. I think that's kind of wrong. Yes, you could be 100% supportive of your daughter, but you also have to call your daughter out on her mess, because going to his house, he knows why he got Dymond away from King Sid's house. He knows why he did that. That's because he knows that she was on his property, and there was no need for her calling the police, because she would have ended up in jail behind bars. Um, Another thing I respect in the situation is the fact that King Sid told his current girlfriend that she is too beautiful and he doesn't want her fighting. So, honestly, yeah, she put the barbecue sauce on the car, but at least she didn't put her hands on Dymond, because it could have went anyway. I know cameras was out or whatever, but let's just say cameras wasn't out. They could have lied and said she did something just so that they can harm her. And that would have been her fault. Nobody would have known, because there would have been no cameras out. So all in all, I think that she should definitely seek some type of counseling, some spiritual journey to heal. That's what she needs to do. She needs to heal. She really does. Her father needs to heal as well. You could be supportive of your child. It doesn't matter if you're a mother, father, or whatever. And I know that some fathers, they want to keep that macho, disposition, and just the whole image of, yes, I'm protecting my daughter, da 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 da. That's fine. But you also have to hold your child accountable for their actions. In the end, be careful. Things work out in some situations, and then again, some relationships just don't work out. Some people are meant to be together, and then some people aren't meant to be together. So you just have to face the facts. And it's hurtful. It's a hurtful situation. It takes time to get over things. It takes time to heal. But healing does come if you allow it to come. If you continue to take yourself back to that beginning, or you try to go back to that person and, show them or get revenge, you're setting yourself back. You're setting your healing process back, Dymond, talking to you. So he's moved on already. And, if you continue to go back and try to seek revenge that way, or seek some type of justice that way, it's not going to work. You're going to continue to start that healing process over and over and over again. So, like I said, if you feel that he has done something wrong to you, if you feel like you have been done wrong and sexually assaulted, raped, whatever you say it is, not based on, your emotions, like, you're just coming up with this in your head. No, if it truly happened, you say you are a believer in God. You say that you know that God has your back. I heard you saying it in the video. So I can tell you have some type of spirituality, some type of journey going there. Tap into that and pray that, you're able to, one, get justice that you deserve. Two, you're able to heal. Start that healing process, a real healing process, and just keep that negative energy away from you. If you have to get a lawyer, get a lawyer, and that's that. So hopefully these two could just stay separated, and, even if they run across each other in a supermarket or a mall or anything, that they could both stay level-headed and just move on and live life. Love comes, real love will come again, whatever it is, infatuation, whatever you guys were feeling at that time. But one thing I would say, love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't make you feel depressed and have anxiety. Real love doesn't do that. So obviously, you can look at this and say, you know what, this is not the love that I was looking for, and I'm willing to just move forward and go on with my life. But, you live and you learn. So drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about this situation. I'm praying for both of them in this situation, because they both need healing. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DNicoleSpeaks. Until next time, don't allow anyone to rob you of your peace.